Welcome back, everybody. I got Am I the Asshole here from Reddit. We're going to dive right in with my husband's 29 and I'm 31. We were playing a game with our friends. The game was based around guessing your partner's answers to uncomfortable questions. One part of the game was to rank our partner's looks and sex life out of 10. We were also supposed to write any complaints for partner's looks, 1 ranked out of 10, and 10 for no complaints for their looks. For our sex life, I gave him a 10 out of 10, no complaints. He correctly guessed my answer. When it came time for me to guess his answer, I guessed that he would give me an 8 out of 10 for looks, a 9 out of 10 for sex life. For complaints for my looks, I guess that he would say I'm chubby. For our sex life, I guess he would say I'm not mobile or not flexible enough.
That's a hell of a game to play, man. Especially
This is like get you in trouble kind of game right here. I'd be like, oh, 10 out of 10, number one cheerleader right here, baby.
You're like playing it safe and stuff.
I've never looked at another woman ever.
You got to go home or you have to be alone with this person after this game is over. So
yeah, you pick your battles. Do you want to win the game and lose at your relationship? You just want to win the relationship, go home and get nookie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rated me a 6? A 6? Taekwon,
a 3.
6?
Solid 2.
Solid 2 with a flat ass. No.
God, that's so horrible.
So
All right, continue
bad.
on. Sorry.
For looks, this dude right here. Guys, don't do this. For looks, my husband gave me 4 out of 10. His complaints are that I'm fat. And yes, he said fat. I don't smell good when I sweat.
Damn.
I have bad skin, and he doesn't like my hairstyle. This fool went all in on her. For our sex life, he gave me a 6 out of 10, saying my weight is a big problem for our sex life. I started crying. My husband apologized to me. When our friends left and we were in bed, my husband apologized to me again. Of course he did. But then he said I shouldn't have cried because he loves me and was actually honest with me. Unlike the other husband, he said it's my personality he fell in love with. Am I the asshole?
Bro.
This poor girl, dude. Oh, my goodness.
Bro, I mean, like, you know, yeah, you should be honest to a degree, but like brutally honest, bro. Like,
know your surroundings. Pick your time, dude. Like, pick your time. Let's discuss this in private. Something we can work on. There's ways to go about it. You don't just, bitch, you fat.
I really feel like I really feel like posts like this should include like reference photos. I'm not saying to shame anyone, but like, you know,
we just want to see what they're working with.
I want to know. I mean, I want to know. It's crazy. Like a 3. She stinks when she sweats. I mean, who doesn't have like
4 out of 10 on looks and a 6 out of 10.
Being in sun sweating is different than like, what is it called?
You smell
stress
bad.
Sweat. Stress sweat.
Yeah.
Usually when people stress sweat, it's always fucking stinky. Don't be smelling my stuff and shit like that.
The comment says, you smell bad and I hate you, but I love how much you love me and no getting mad because honesty.
This is supposed to be a safe place. Good Lord. That's rugged though, man. I mean, you have a great personality, but everything else about you is like.
Yeah, and I'm happy we're together.
The ick. Like,
well, one person's like, I've never rated a partner's looks under 11 out of 10, homie. You don't know how to play that game. No more board games for you ever. Worst board game player in the world of men.
And that's what's nuts about that, bro. This is the person you love. And I feel in a relationship, there should be an acceptable level of open honesty when conveying certain things. If you want me to work out, work out with me. Let's do it together. It's not like if we're in a relationship, it's me or no, and that's it. If you're unhappy with how she looks, man, maybe you guys can both tackle something. If it's a diet thing, because a lot of it these days is diet. People spend enough time on their feet moving. A lot of people have active jobs these days. And so a lot of weight that I see from people is just poor diet or excessive
everybody's
drinking.
Eating out, kids are going here, sports are going on. All these dad bods, man. It's not like the family has time. And now,
and I'm not shaming no one. Like what you like, promote what you want and everything. But for me, like I expressed that with care and respect. She didn't have poor habits. I was just like, listen, man, like, because sometimes in relationships, people let themselves go and that's fine.
But
you get
it's something you're not attracted to. It's just something you're not attracted to.
You get that relationship weight.
Can't make you be attracted to something you're not attracted to.
Well, we also know too that in some relationships, people get comfortable and like I'm in a relationship. I have my person, which is true. That's facts. That's all true. But it's not an excuse to not hold yourself accountable to a certain level of health and physical accountability. it's not like soon as you know, when I was married, soon as I got married, I was like, now I can eat like shit, start drinking all the time, be neglectful, pick up smoking cigarettes again, be accountable to that relationship because all it does is promote healthy
I felt just
mind
been
state
harboring
and
those
dynamic.
feelings for a while, and he just
It
wanted to let him
really
back.
does
That's what it
sound
made
like
me
it.
feel
Well,
like. He was just like, I don't know how else to get this out here, but I'm just gonna,
did this
while I
man
have some,
suggest this game? Who suggested this game? This man was like, invite the friends over. I got a game for us to play. My wife, my wife, my wife. Dude, it's just, ah!
blank question card. It's like, okay,
Wha-
he's reading it.
Hey, Bob, why is yours already filled out? Don't worry about that. Don't worry why it's already filled out.
Bob, yours
That's
is
none of your
typed.
concern.
Yours is typed, Bob.
Is that college rule? Like single space, bro? Like it's supposed to be a real quick thing. Like you got paragraphs, player. But I mean, that's rugged though. Poor lady, I guess. Don't date somebody and think you can change them either. Don't go date a heavy set girl and be like, I'll get her thin.
Yeah,
Some dudes do that.
I know.
Some do. I've seen just growing up where we grew up and people and being in California and people's perspectives and stuff. People out there thinking they can, what was that one old short that was online? Like dudes out here thinking it could be build a bitch and shit. They, get her booties and titties and all this and that and a flat tummy. And it's like, it's not built. It's not like that. And that's very true. It's not, but don't
The
go
internet
date
don't
out.
help. Yeah, internet don't help either, though. Guys get a false sense of reality, what girls are supposed to look like, and stay in your lane, homie. I mean, if you,
We talked about that. That's your type, bro? Everything you showing on social media, that's your type? I want to see you hit on that.
yeah,
Let's go in public. We'll go find that. I want to see you talk to that.
yeah, you go talk to that, rolling up there with your New Balances on, your polo tucked into your khaki shorts.
Ooh. Ooh.
Not dissing any. Yeah, I am dissing that shit. That shit's retarded on anybody. I don't know why they made that a standard.
Man, I think that's a standard. In my
So
opinion,
what's your
that'd be
type?
standard for
Like Kim K. Really? Well, that side come over
She
ain't
has
helping your
to
situation.
be 5'7",
Yeah.
have to be big old badunk, and I get it. You can be, I think it's all right to be delusional or have those delusions of what you think you want. Because when you go out there and you try to pursue it, you'll get humbled real quick. But a lot of times, man, if you start shooting above your line, you're going to learn, man. Accountability,
Yeah, but
man.
that
Like,
also puts guys in a reality check for them too. I need to step my game up. If this is the kind of girl I want to get, and I can't get
yeah,
this kind of girl, I need to hit the gym. I need to better myself for work. And I think that's a lot of drive for men. A lot of them are like, oh, I want success and I want the career and all this stuff to get the house, to get the wife, to get the car. I mean,
bro.
you know how it goes.
And yeah, no, of course, man. People motives for things and stuff like that are all crazy and everything. We see stuff
All
all
them
over the internet
filters
now,
and
bro.
stuff, they're crazy, man.
It's new. It's Matrix levels of catfishing, bro. And it's like, it's just, and it should be normalized to just be like, I just want to see how you look naturally. And there was that short that I've seen online recently where it was some Latin chick talking to some dude, and she asked the dude, who do you think is better looking, men or women? And he was like, men. And she was like, oh yeah, men? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, prove it. And he took his water, dumped it on his face, went like this, and then was like, you do it. And she was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
I like the one where the guy's like on the beach and stuff. He's walking around or in a mall and he goes up to girls. He's like, oh, what do you think about guys and steroids and all this? And he's like, oh, they're fake and this and that. He's like, what about women and fake breasts? They're like, they start backpedaling. Or he'll go up to a chick and be like, hey, how tall do you think I do this? She's like, you have to be over 6 foot. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I see, what weight do you think women should be? And he said, I brought the scale right here. He like goes to put it down.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen that.
They don't step on that bad boy for nothing. But I mean, it's double standard. That's all it is. Just
It's double standards and I think delusional standards and just in general. You can't sit there and ask the most from somebody you with, but be not willing to give the most.
Yeah,
I mean, it happens all the time. That scenario happens all the time, but that's why people get divorced.
Yeah.
That's why people break up after long periods of time. There's not the connection, it wasn't really thought out and talked about in the beginning, and it just leads to those rocky roads. But that man, if he really did care about his girl, I think he would have went more lightweight on her, because it sounds like he went full tilt. He just went full tilt on her.
5 fingers is straight to the group.
Dude, she a 3. She a 5. You giving her below 6? I mean, at least give her a 7.
He gave her a 4 and a 6. Yeah, a 4 for looks.
For looks
and 6 for
How you
Sex.
gonna tell your girl you get a
Look like
4
a
for like
4. Maybe she
yeah,
drives a
she is
Jeep.
solid. Bro, she is solid
She drives a
4.
Jeep, though, brings her up to a 5.
My God. When I have a couple beers, she's a 7. Dude, like, that's rough, though. That's rough.
It
Nah,
is.
that's a rugged ass story, bro.
But we'll get, yeah. So it's a tough one. Guys need to learn. All right, man, let's get out of here.
Okay, that's just so hard. All right, all right.